Welcome to the reading of Entangled Web of Destruction, Chapter 1, Nelia, Greenhaven. Nelia listens to a few nuns humming as she snaps beans for dinner. It's been over 9 years since she arrived at Greenhaven Monastery. She's been at peace watching her son Christian maturing into a boy on the cups of manhood. The night of his birth is branded into her memory like yesterday. She handed him over to the monks as if he was an orphan, which still tears at her heart. She has kept her true identity a secret from him, telling him she was seeking solitude at the monastery and she will travel the world again someday. Christian races through the flowered garden after Rabbit, laughing with 3 other youth as they play a game of chase. Her eyes widen as she gasps, and Christian trips over a stone, falling to the ground. Racing to his side, she instantly pulls him into her arms, running her hand through his thick brown hair, and checks for injuries as his chin trembles. His right knee peeks through the hole in his pants, and blood trickles down his leg. Cradling him in her arms, she rocks him slightly, fighting back the tears seeping into her eyes. Sister Nilly, I'm fine, Christian says, trying to struggle free. The other children are watching us. Nilly releases her grip, realizing she has embarrassed him. Christian, I am. Nelia, you have a visitor, Father Zachary calls from the porch. I wonder who came to see you, Christian says, climbing to his feet. You never have visitors. Christian accepts Nelia's hand. The visitor intrigues me as well. Once they reach the porch, she continues. Father Zachary, can you take Christian to the infirmary? He had quite a fall and his knee hurts. Come along, he says, reaching for Christian's hand, but he refuses. I'm not hurt, Father. Sister Nelia is just worried. I'm sure she is, but you must come along. Nelia watches the two disappear after entering the monastery. She overreacted, causing a scene. It's not like he hasn't fallen before. Turning the corner, she dodges 2 monks as she glides down the narrow hall. There will be plenty of time for him to find mischief as he gets older. And if he's anything like his father, there will be more scars before he turns 16. She smiles as a few nuns draw by. Lily picks up her pace, and becomes anxious about who has found her. Only a few people know her identity and her whereabouts. In the main hall, she sees Sir Alexander pacing. His hand rests on the hilt of his sword, gazing at the ground, seemingly unaware of his surroundings. He is much older than she remembers. His hair is partially gray, and his face is shadowed with deeper lines. She knows something is dreadful wrong for Queen Constantina to send after her. Tears stream down her pale cheeks as she knows the time has come for her to return to Splinter Vale, to face her past. Sir Alexandra, what has brought you here? She brushes her long hair over her shoulders as their eyes lock. Her Majesty requests your attendance. He hands over a letter with a royal seal. We depart in the morning at sunbreak. Meet me at Devil's Inn. Are you alone? She asks, her voice almost quivering. Her Majesty gave strict orders to keep your whereabouts a secret, sorceress. I shall not betray either of you. Thank you. Nelia's hand trembles as she brushes her thumb over the seal. It's been years since the two have corresponded, not because Nelia was reluctant, but because the fear of losing her son kept her from reaching out. There was also concern someone might intercept the letters, placing them both in danger, which neither of them wanted. Her son would be a powerful weapon in the hands of their enemies if he inherited the magical power of the Winifred family. Still, it's too early to know yet. Nearly, I request your presence back at Spindler Vale as soon as possible. I'm with child. I'm afraid for our family's safety. There are rumors King Richard plans to overthrow my husband and take over the kingdom, destroying our homeland. Please return with Sir Alexandra to help me protect our children. I do not wish to burden you with my fears. For your only hope. Love, Constantina. Nelia releases the letter into the fireplace. The embers scatter as the letter cascades down to the fiery glow. She watches the letter's edges burn slowly, as if time stopped. She realizes her life is about to change. The day of watching Christian chasing rabbits or experimenting with elixirs are fading quickly from her mind. The memories she once locked away will emerge, drowning out the recollection of her time at Greenhaven. Everything will unravel like it was yesterday. The remnants of the letter turn to ash, and she moves on. Albert Michelson welcomes Nelia into his office. He is much older than the other monks and a strong leader. His white hair cradles his shoulder, and he stands a foot shorter than Nelia. He leans on the cane, waving for her to sit, but she declines. Albert Michelson, I must return to the mainland in the morning. We greatly appreciate your company here in the monastery. Don't let this departure be heartache. Christian will continue to be safe in our hands, he says, giving her a faint smile. Those who succeed me will inherit or be instructed to ensure he is shielded from the world beyond us. If he starts to exhibit magical powers, we will sing for guidance, but otherwise you will not hear from us. Your kindness is too much. Please give him the letters I wrote when he is old enough to understand my heartfelt decision to give him up. You are always welcome here, Amelia. Remember, not every heartache needs to be pushed aside or hidden. He wraps his soft hands around hers. May your journey give you peace and hope, knowing everything you leave behind will flourish. Thank you for everything. She pulls from his grasp to go find Christian. Nelia appears inside the apothecary class, trying to find her son. This will be the one of the hardest things she must do. She must tell him she is leaving, but not knowing how to react worries her. He wraps his arms around her waist, gazing up at her. His dark brown eyes remind her of so much of his father. "You've been crying?" he asks as he brushes a tear off her face. "There are tears of joy, little one. I'm returning home in the morning. I should have I should be happy for you. I'm sad," he sniffles. "I pray for your safe journey home. It's been a pleasure meeting you and hanging out with you over these years. I truly miss our time together, Christian." She hugs him tightly. "Please don't give Father Zachary too much trouble while I'm gone." She brushes her finger across his nose. "Next time we meet, you must show me everything you have learned since our time apart." "I'm glad you have found peace, Sister Delia." He chokes back his tears. "Please have a safe journey back home. I can write you if you would like." "Yes, give all the letters to Father Zachary," she promises, but knows they will never be able to correspond. "You'll be greatly missed, Nelia," Father Zachary says, joining her by the door after Christian returns to his study. "A few of us know his identity, and none will ever betray you. I know he's in good hands. Please forgive me, but I must be going." As she hurries out of the classroom, tears escape her eyes. The most challenging part of her job is not showing emotion, and relationships are forbidden until she has fulfilled her duty serving the royal family. Her sister would say, "Focus on your job, not the knight you have fallen in love with, and the elders will send for you once your job is complete." She is no longer close to her sister, but they will always be there for one another, no matter what happens. Aurora rules their homeland in the hidden city and reaches out time to time, but not often. Neely was sent away to Splinter Vale when she was 16. That was the last time they saw each other face to face. Leaning against the wall of her bedchamber, Nelia no longer fights the tears. Her eyes burn as the tears flow down her cheeks and she brushes them away. She slides down to the floor, cradling her knees. Losing her son and the thoughts of seeing Charnel flash repeatedly in her mind as a rippling current hammers against the rocky shore. Charnel will accept no explanation for why she left after they both found the late queen murdered in the rose garden. Not telling him about his son will torment her when she is around him, and the thought of casting a spell to rid herself of his memories of the memories of Christian is the only hope that she doesn't go mad. Cupping her trembling hands together, she closes her eyes to rest. The private room is small, with a large bed, a dresser, a shelf, and a desk for her writing. The room has a small fireplace for warmth. Red velvet curtains drape around the bed and are tied to the large bedpost. The windowless room brings back memories of her homeland, the beautiful hidden city situated on the mountainside of the snowy northern peaks, and serves as a training ground for those with magical powers. A cool breeze blows into the room, drastically dropping the temperatures as Nelia's powers intensify and the magic churns through her body. Jumping to her feet, she tosses Sage into the fire and grabs her family grimoire off the shelf. She runs her fingers along the pages to find the perfect spell to protect Christian. Using her magic will call upon the family's ancestry to notify all living descendants that black magic is being conjured. But there is no time to worry about the consequences. Nelia chants, "The descendants of House Winifred protect Christian from the forces of evil and guide him towards good, keep him hidden until the bond is broken and the path reveals itself, no matter what the price of his happiness. He is the blood of the Winifred and a human. Do not forsake him for the downfall. At my weakest moment, protect him, as he may one day be called upon to rule our homeland." She quickly writes the name Christian in her grimoire. She will never forget his name, no matter the price of losing the memories of her son. He deserves a life without family responsibility and happiness, not a life of worry and conflicts, such as protecting the royals and putting his family aside, as she has done. He may never forgive her for all her lies, but that is a risk she must take. One day, he will search for the truth about his family. Hopefully, when that time comes, she will embrace the impact of telling Charnel the truth. Until that time, she must embrace the fading memories.